Hey y'all, what up? If it's Wednesday, that means it is time for the Wednesday Black People Parenting Block Party.
Pew, 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 pew,
Uh,
pew.
air horns, air horns, air horns. Of course, you know me, it's Showtime in here. What's up with y'all? Also, I have the admins, the head women in charge along for the ride.
Yes.
Samantha Alexander is here. Hey, Sam.
Good evening. Hello.
Good evening. How are you? Before we got on, we were admiring the natural lighting, and the lighting in your home is beautiful, and it just looks spectacular. Just your lighting is great today. It's
It
beautiful.
is. Thank you. Thank you. I look to
Yes.
see out my window. Look at that. I
Yeah,
can
it's
catch a little
great.
bit of sun. It's a lot of
Yeah,
windows to clean, but it is what it is,
right, right. Dr. Wiggins is here. Hello, Dr. Tiffany Wiggins. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing all right. I'm tired, but what am I not? So
Right. Good to see you. I apologize. We're coming on just a tad bit late, and things might be just a little bit organized, but I ain't gonna hold you. I just woke up, and
Must be nice.
I I just woke up. I'll be honest. My hair is looking crazy. Yeah, I just woke up. And I got
What's
the
this
message from
beautiful life that you live.
no, it's so not beautiful. It's so not beautiful. It was a nap that was taken out of necessity, not out of just wanting to take one. Because if I don't, if I don't respond, or my body is talking to me, then bad things will happen. So I try to listen. So when my body tells me I need to rest, I try to take heat for the most part. So this is one of those days where I just was running on fumes. So I decided to kind of lay it down for a second and take a nap. And I forgot that we're supposed to be doing this broadcast. So thankful for y'all. Sam hit the group chat like, "Hey y'all, I'll be ready. I'll be ready in 10 minutes," because Dr. Wiggins forgot. Also, so Sam said, "Hey y'all, I'll be ready in 10 minutes." And so here we are. Here we are. So yeah, Dr. Wiggins, you are not. We were talking offline. You are not a napper. You said you don't take naps.
I am not. I've never really been a napper. Even when I was like young, I never took naps. I don't do it now. If I do, either I'm sick or I'm like dead tired. So yeah, even when I plan to do it, it never happens. I don't know. I think I'm nosy or something. I don't
just
know.
lay there and look crazy.
Like my brain doesn't shut down. Like it doesn't stop. So I might rest, but I'm not sleep. Like I don't go to sleep.
Yeah, you're not. You're playing yourself is what you're doing.
Probably.
Sam, are you a member of the nap ministry?
Well,
what am I talking about? You've napped in the middle of a
You know
meeting.
what? See, I knew you was gonna bring it up.
What am I talking about?
And it literally tells you intentionally I do not nap. It's all unintentional.
You have napped
I'm a nod off.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because tell everybody.
There is a difference between napping and nodding off. Like, let's be clear.
I nodded off.
There's a difference between napping and nodding off. And as parents, we don't oftentimes get the opportunity to take intentional naps. Mm-hmm. But the nod off be something serious. Like the nod off be real.
Because your body be like F them kids.
Yeah, F them kids. Yeah, let them.
Hey, be like F these meetings. What meeting we on?
Right.
We retreat.
I can't tell you how many times Mace has been like bouncing off the wall, going a million miles a minute, and I just lay down and just close my eyes and just tell him, like, you on your own, B. Like, just figure it out. You are 100% on your own. Just, you want to jump off the bed, you want to jump off the dresser. Hey,
go off.
Do what you do. Do what you do. So, all right. So it's Wednesday. So let's talk about some Wednesday wins. Anybody got any Wednesday wins that they would like to share with the squad?
Oh, it's been a couple weeks, so
yeah,
dang.
Sam, what you got?
Last week was fairly heavy, but I think that I think that my win takeaway from last week was that I finally got the kids registered for camp. And it was like an Easter egg, just like popped into my inbox. Fulton County was like, "Hey, we just opened up slots in this camp right here." And I was like, "Say no more. Say less, please." Yeah. So I got them scheduled at least for the next month of camp, and got vacation planned. Huh?
Are they out of school already?
Yeah, they got out of school last Thursday. And it was on last Thursday that they sent that email out. And I was like, take my money, please. Please take my money.
So I've been having trouble finding a camp for Mace. We've been trying to find a camp for Mace because, of course, he has autism. So he has to go to a camp that specializes in that. Like, I ain't just sending him to Daquan's day camp for toddlers. Like, we're not doing that.
Can't go to the Y. He can't go to the Y.
He can't go to the Y. So we've been trying to figure out, like, what are we going to do with him this summer? Because, of course, especially at that age, you want him to be around other kids and not just sitting around the house and not just hanging out around the house. But literally, it ain't a whole lot. It ain't a whole lot. His school usually offers a camp, but they're closing for renovations for the summer.
Wow.
So the school is going to be closed. So we're trying to figure out, like, what can we do to keep him out of our hair or, occupied for the summer, and still not have that level of learning loss that comes with the summer, right? Because with Nyla, she went to, before high school, she was in year-round school, so we had to do track out camps. So she would track out for a period of time, and you have to find a camp that and they were all over. But for Mace, it's going to be a little bit different. I don't know. It's really challenging, actually. It's really challenging, and like, it's coming up real soon.
Yeah, and I think on the crux of the emerging from pandemic is still even worse.
Sam is frozen.
Yep.
Her Wi-Fi.
Was saying it's worse. But I was gonna ask, like, have you talked to his teachers or any other parents that you know?
Yeah, we talked to his teachers. His school actually sent out a list of options for camps in the area, and none of them really, a lot of them are very expensive. First of all,
right?
Like you got to pay like $300 a week, and I'm like, for a month, that's $1,200. Like, going to, like, from budgeting nothing for her camp to, we need an extra $1,200.
There lies the issue. You were
budgeting nothing. Like, none of this was accounted for ever. Right. So all of a sudden, having to find an extra $1,200 for the next 3 months.
Summer camp ain't no joke. Like,
yeah. So this is interesting. So we're fortunate enough to, to both be home. But still, like I said, you want him to get the exposure of being around other kids and not losing that socialization and just being isolated. So I don't know. We got to figure some out, though.
Yeah, I don't miss the cost of summer camp. That's for sure.
What are you doing, Tiff?
So she typically goes with her dad in DC for the month of July. So for the rest of June, we just gonna hang out and do whatever. And then she'll be in DC for all of July. And then she goes to summer camp there. She's gone to a few different ones over the last few years up in DC, but the one that she typically goes to is at Sitwell's Friend School or whatever, where the kids used to go. They have this, like, really good summer camp. So she usually goes there and does all sorts of stuff. And then everything else is we just going on trips or hang out at the house or go to Virginia and be with family or whatever. So yeah, I used to do summer camp here when I first moved here. She used to go to the Y in downtown Raleigh. It was by my job, but I'm not paying her money. I mean, she's good. She old enough. We'll figure it out.
Like, at this point, she might just be staying at the house by herself. Like just let her stay at the house, pack her lunch, and she might be good to go. At least that's what I used to do at some point when I was a kid. Like, my mom would be like, "Look, you stay at the house."
What was summer camp? I didn't go to summer camp.
Right.
I was a kid. Like, what was that? So I mean, I work from home, right? So I'm here. So I might just, alter my schedule a little bit so we can, like, do stuff. But I mean, we're talking 2.5 weeks after she gets out, then she's gone, and then about a couple more weeks before school starts back up in August. So I mean, if she really wanted to go to camp, I definitely would pay for her to go. But she's even, like, with COVID and all that, like, she's still, like, slowly, wanting to, like, be around folks. So she's kind of skeptical about it. So I'm not gonna put her in something that she's not comfortable with if
Yeah.
I don't have to.
Right. No, that makes sense. Like that makes sense. And you have to like vet the camps. Like you have to vet the people. These aren't people that you're used to dealing with regularly. So I don't know who these people are that come on for the summer. They could be somebody that you just hired off the street. So that's one of my concerns. Like, what do you
I like the Y. Like, their summer camp, I liked it. Because even when we were still in Virginia Beach, she went to the Y. She was between the Y and through Virginia Beach Parks and Rec. Their summer camps, which is pretty nice and affordable. But yeah, now that she's older and I work from home, I'm not stressing it as much.
Yeah, just get in where you fit in, kid. Like
pretty much. Coins I got.
Just figure something out.
Right. I'm like, why am I paying money if I don't have to? You don't want to go. I don't want to get up and take you. So.
Right. So. Do you have any wins for the week? I don't know what's going on with Sam's video. Do you have any wins for the week?
What's going on with Sam? I think my win for the week, we went to Virginia for the holiday weekend, and we actually went to the beach. I know that sounds crazy, but we actually went to the ocean front and did a little beach day, and that was nice. Like, I think when you're from the area, you take it for granted, And when I told my daughter I was going down this past weekend, and she was like, "Can we actually go to the beach?" And I was like, "You know what? Yes, we can."
Has she ever been?
Yeah. I mean, we're from
right.
We're from there. It's just because we've been here, like there's no beach here, right? And then when we were there, we just took it for granted. Like we didn't really go to the beach for real. So, but it's something about like having a beach day and just like being at the beach and laying out and getting in the water and stuff like that. So that was nice. It was a lot of people out there, but it was something different. So I count that as a win. And plus, I'm vitamin D deficient, so being outside in the sun,
right,
is a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, I probably when we lived there, Nyla and I didn't go there a lot. I could probably say maybe once, maybe twice that we went actually to the beach. Yeah. I mean, but I'm not a beach person though. Like I'm not. I'm cool.
I mean, I would go to I would go to like walk the boardwalk, walk the strip, that sort of thing.
As a teenager, like as a young adult, right? When the
in terms of having like actual beach days and like we're gonna get the cooler and the umbrellas.
Yeah, I ain't on that. And the blankets and
Yeah, I didn't like as a family. Sometimes we would go Ocean View Beach, but oceanfront we don't do that. We didn't do it as often. So
right.
Something nice. But then even like while we were out there, it was like a boat for like dolphin tours or whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, we've been here our whole life. Like we've never been on a like these are things we should just like do. So that's kind of where
I don't know if they offered dolphin tours in the 90s. Like that sounds like some gentrification going on. Sounds like they gentrified Virginia Beach. They weren't offering dolphin tours in the 90s. That's just
I don't know. But they're offering them now. So.
Right. That was not an option.
I know they did do whale watching. I have seen that before. Like I've never been on a whale watching tour, but I do know that those were offered. So I just figured, let's do stuff. Like we have access to all this stuff and we won't like really do it. So
yeah. Agreed. So for me, I guess the win since the last time that we spoke is that Nyla has graduated high school. She walked the stage, and I think the win for me was that I didn't cry for the entire ceremony. Only spurts, bits and pieces here and there. I wasn't TLC chasing waterfalls throughout the whole ceremony. Just right, exactly. I didn't bank it bounce through the whole ceremony.
What parts made you cry? Like, was it certain things?
Well, we rode together separately. So she rode with her mom, and I was outside waiting to get in, and they were running late. So I've been looking for her. Like, okay, like, are you really gonna graduate? Like, this ain't no, you ain't set me up.
We're just gonna wait for you.
Right. Like, let me make sure you really supposed to cross the stage. So she kind of crept up behind me, and I like looked at her, and like, she was made up. She had her hat, cap, and gown on, and her hair was done. She had her makeup on, and I was like, This is really going down. So that was one time. And then when they walked down to their seats, when the students walked down to their seats, I balled up a little bit because she walked right past me. And of course, when she crossed that stage and called her name, yeah, and I was the loudest one in there. Like let's turn this thing up. So yeah, it was a great time, man. Now is when things really get real. She has orientation at A&T tomorrow, so we got to be there 7:00 in the morning. So we'll pull up to A&T tomorrow morning, and right, and like she's staying overnight. Like this is a overnight joint. Like I gotta actually leave her there and come home by myself.
It's only an hour and a half.
Man, hour and 15 if I really needed to be. Sam, you muted, or we can't hear you. So I think that was the win for me, actually getting just that's a big accomplishment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like raising a small human and like helping them get to that point. Her birthday is this week, actually. Her birthday's in a couple of days. So she'll be 18. So that is like one of the man, like a full grown human. So
he's getting old, Dad.
Who you telling? So
how many more years until you got to do this again?
Listen, I don't even know if I'm gonna make it. So the young fella makes 18. Like he's driving me crazy. You hear me? I don't even know if I'm gonna make it. I'm like, look, we can get you to 16, and then you on your own, Jack. we just gonna get you to 16. Like we'll just you got it from here. You got it. 18 is a stretch. It's a stretch. I don't know. And that's 14 years from now. Like, you feel me? Like, just imagine. Nah, like I'm taking naps now. Just imagine how I'm gonna be 14 years from now.
Oh, he could be running that place.
Listen, that's why I say 16. You got it, cuz just all you do is get your license. That's your milestone. We got to get you to the point where you get your license, and then that's it. Like you can you can take it from there. Yeah, you can take it from there. But yeah, man. So that's it. That's
amazing.
Sam, you got your stuff straight?
No.
I'll take that as a no.
Oh.
Sam is frozen, and she's caught in the matrix.
Well, let me ask you this, right? So Nyla just graduated. It's a big milestone. You all are a blended co-parenting unit. So like how did like moments like this, like these like graduations, like how does the two families come together? Do you all plan anything or you just show up?
It's every man for himself. it's every man for himself. So with us, like Nyla was here at my house for I think the week, because we alternate for the longest, we alternate weeks or whatever. So 1 week she's here, the next week she's with her mom. So we were on my week, I believe, the week leading up to her graduation or something like that. I can't remember why she was here, but she was here for the day before. So we had dinner with her, and my mom came down, and we just had dinner, and Aisha's mom was here, and we just did all of the celebrating kind. It was very small, very impromptu, and we just did that here. And then after the graduation, she went with her mom's family, and they did dinner at a restaurant, I believe. And like some of her friends came, but also some of her friends came here the day before. Nyla got her nails done. Her homegirls did her nails, and so it was there was no cold mingling. Put it like that. There was no there wasn't any beef or anything. It was just you do your thing over there, and you do our thing over here.
Okay. Was there conversation like, hey, I got this day if you get this day? Oh yeah, it just worked out.
Nah, that's just kind of how it landed. Like that's just kind of how it landed. Like it just landed like she was here for that week, and what happened was she was here that week. Her homegirls came to do her nail. Her homegirl came to do her nails, and the mother-in-laws were here, and I just impromptu like let's order pizza, and it turned into like a little pizza party. And then after we ordered pizza, the next day I was like, well, I'm gonna make dinner. So I cooked. It was Tuesday, I think it was. So I was like, well, let me do like a Taco Tuesday or something, and I made Mexican with everyone here. And no, I take that back. I made baked spaghetti is what I made. I'm sorry, got to get that right. I made baked spaghetti because that's one of Nyla's favorite dishes. So I made a baked spaghetti and some sides and some breadsticks and all of that stuff. And we just kind of sat down as a family and had dinner and talked about like graduation stuff, talked about what her goals are, talked about, just family stuff. So, and then that next day, she was already with her mom. She was already at her mom's house. So it just worked out that way.
Okay.
So these
are things curious about that. Mine is still young. So.
Yeah. These are definitely things that you need to know. I mean, we are able to have certain conversations, and there were pictures. We were kind of everyone was of course the day was about Nyla, so everyone was around when we were taking pictures, and we were doing all of the things that we needed to do for her after the graduation, like giving her flowers and making sure she had her pictures, and just having conversations with her leading up to the end of the night. But yeah, that was pretty much it, man. It was over. It seemed like as fast as it started.
Yeah.
And she enjoyed it, and I think that's what it was all about.
Right.
She enjoyed it. It was her day, and I've never seen her smile so much. Shout out to Barrington. Barrington Grant said, "Love you guys. Watch the Black co-parenting video and needed that. Keep up the good work." Thank you, good brother.
Thank you.
So yeah, she it was all about her. Like it was all about her day and all about like what I could do to appease her and make sure she got everything that she need on her day. And I wanted to be sure of that. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Congrats to her. Congrats to y'all.
Yeah. So you'll be not too far behind.
Yeah.
So of course, yeah, y'all's relationship is way different, and y'all's history is a lot more less volatile than mine was. So I don't think you'll have some of the same things.
Yeah, but I just think now like she's in college, so like, or will be in college, so like how does that go? Like who goes to orientation with her? Or I think about those things, but
yeah,
I guess
yeah, you got time. I mean, as far as college, like I was I was the more involved parent. Like we went on our college tours and drove her up and down the East Coast, and I've been the one on the scholarship hunt, and I've been the one again taking her to orientation this week and making sure that all of these things get taken care of. So, and that's just that didn't come from a conversation. That just kind of came from just me taking the initiative because I knew it was something that needed to be done. And that's just kind of how the chips fall. Samantha, are you back?
Oh, I don't know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you and I can see you.
Okay. This is progress. We don't know how long this is going to last.
Okay.
So I'm trying to do I look frustrated?
Yes, you do. Because the lighting isn't as good as it was before, but
sun's going down.
It's getting late.
Right.
But you know what, y'all, real talk, that's the good thing about living here. Like we're so close to the central time zone, but we're still on East Coast time. It stays light until like 9 o'clock.
I love it. I love it. Like that. Hopefully they pass the law to make daylight saving time abolished. Like so, like is this whole like let's abolish that.
They keep promising. It's stupid anyway. It's
the dumbest thing ever. It is the dumbest thing.
It's not irrelevant anymore. You know what I mean? Like
we have electricity.
Right.
And we're not slaves anymore. Right? We're not slave people anymore. So yeah. But
so anything else going on? Anything else going on in the world?
Yeah, I heard all the graduation chatter.
Yeah.
Yes, it happened and it's done, and we're orientation tomorrow. What else y'all got going on? I got something else that I think we might want to talk about. What else y'all got going on in y'all world?
I don't have much. It's been crazy. That's all.
Tiff was talking about adulting. Tiff was talking about how we as parents are handling this whole thing when it comes to adulting. One of the things that comes with being an adult, like we said, is spring cleaning, making sure that the house gets clean, making sure that. Do you all have any tips for tackling those things?
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm that like I told you I was listening to I was looking Monday. I pretty much spent the day in the bed watching YouTube, and all I watch pretty much is like a combination of
you watch grass cutting videos, is that right?
Extreme car detailing. I watch extreme lawn care, and I watch cleaning videos. So I mean, it's just cleaning videos. I watch a lot of cleaning videos.
So here's my question: How does one fall into the rabbit hole of finding extreme car detailing and extreme? Because that's not even something that I would think of. How do you?
All you got to do is just whisper it to YouTube, and it's gonna give you everything you need. Say, you know what? I would really like to watch someone cutting some grass, and they're gonna be like, "Well, here go 4 influencers that you would love."
I would never think to do that.
Just whisper it into the wind.
I would.
Is it the precision of the grass cutting?
Oh man, just the things that they're doing. Like it's just like they're cutting up like whole forests and stuff. It's crazy. I've accepted me. Okay.
You accepted me.
So it's like Pimp My Ride for grass cutting?
Like, are they doing? Really. Not really. Like they're going like from like tall grass that looks like that could be over your head to like straight lawns like my front yard right now. So
okay, who are some of the popular people? Because maybe I need to find some of these people.
So I watch lawn care juggernaut. He's pretty cool. I watch Top Notch Lawn Care, and then I watch this guy named Al Blades. He's in Florida. He's funny.
Al Blades.
Blades, Blad.
He sounds like a rapper from the early 2000s.
He definitely probably thinks he's one.
Al Blades. He sounds like a rapper.
Al Blades. So yeah, my husband always looks at me sideways when I'm watching those videos.
I don't blame him.
He's like, "Are you watching it again?" I was like, "Are you watching them ratchet videos again?" He said he doesn't watch ratchet videos. That, sir, is a lie.
That's funny. I would think the opposite. You would be watching the ratchet videos and he'd be watching them.
I'd be up in here just mesmerized, like, dang, he really cutting that grass. Man, they cutting that thing up. Oh, that car was dirty. Oh, yeah. But yeah. So I mean, there's this guy in Canada. His name is Detail Geek. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Yeah.
So is there a particular tool that they're using to cut this extreme grass?
I mean, they have like the big mowers. They're like the big hustlers that you stand on.
Right.
And you move around. It look like a Segway, but it's got things at the bottom.
Are they doing any tricks or anything?
Oh, no.
No tricks. They're not like mowing one leg in the air. Like are they popping wheelies with the?
like they ride down MLK.
Like,
no.
Yeah, like they in Philly. Like are they on cutting grass?
No.
I'm trying to find out what the excitement is.
Straightforward, and I'm very intrigued by it. It's ASMR, and it is just very relaxing. I will just sit back and watch it like back to back. Like it's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy. It's me. Whatever.
Right. It's you.
I'm gonna live in my truth.
Yeah, it's you. It's you.
But they have millions of followers and they get millions of views. People are just, I mean, they're making money on this.
I mean, I'm starting to realize, like, no matter what your thing is, there are going to be other people out in the world who
are into your thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't like go to a convention.
You would or you would not?
No. I wouldn't go to it. You don't need to know all of this. We don't need to touch each other for us to share this. No.
Right.
But I'll meet you in the comments.
You're a commenter also. You're
yes. Great job. That was dope.
Oh man, that was amazing. Oh, did you see how dirty that car was? It was filthy. Ew. Still in there.
Whoa, you're a commenter. Wow.
You gotta interact with your influencers.
That takes a lot. Like it takes a lot to go into the comments.
Hey, I mean it's fun. It's fun there. No.
Do you respond to comments though?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
I
might like it.
Sam Alexander,
top commenter.
Sam A. Yeah.
Tiffany, are there any weird, strange?
Weird.
I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Are there any type of YouTube videos that you're into that people wouldn't suspect?
I'm not a big YouTuber. My daughter is very much into ASMR. She would go to sleep to ASMR, like just weird, like crunching of things.
I don't get that. For those that don't know, what is ASMR?
I don't know what it stands
for. So it's oh god, something sensory, the blah blah blah. Let's look at the Googles.
ASMR.
ASMR stands for
Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
Yes. It's hitting you in your cerebral cortex.
Yeah.
Was this created before YouTube?
ASMR?
Yes.
Was the phrase coined? I'm not sure. Has it always been a thing? Yes. People like to listen to white noise. People like to, you know what I mean, to help them go to sleep. And they just say, oh, I just need that back. You know, I need something. Or they need, there's something that people watch that's soothing.
There's a difference between listening to white noise and listening to that lady with the long nails.
Okay, I can't do that.
Food.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
It's totally different.
That's nasty. And if you can watch it, you are something is truly wrong with you.
What is that? A mukbang? Is that what it's called? A mukbang?
Yeah. Yeah. If you can watch somebody eat, that first of all, it's disgusting.
Like homegirl would sit there and eat those like crab
the
legs,
big Dungeness crab
in the butter, and just be smacking.
Yes.
First of all, where did you get the money to buy these crab legs?
Okay.
Like, where did you find the crab legs?
400 in on the plate. 400 in on the plate.
Right. All of this for a YouTube video, like.
But she probably made 1,500 off the YouTube video.
Right.
In views. Speaking of YouTube. Are we on YouTube now? Are we live?
We're on YouTube right now. Nope. We're live on YouTube right now.
Well, and if we're on Facebook, which we should be, you should be subscribed. So head on over to the YouTube, please.
Yes, I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't do my due diligence. There are announcements and Tiffany, we'll come back to your ASMR story because I want to dig into that just a little bit. But make sure that you are subscribed to Black People Parenting on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to Black People Parenting on Facebook. Make sure you have registered for the Black People Parenting Juneteenth virtual conference that we're having. It's absolutely free. All you have to do is go to the page. There's an Eventbrite link. Click the Eventbrite link and register, and you will be in the building. We have so many dope confirmed speakers and panelists, and it's going to be a really good event. All right, Dr. Wiggins.
Yes. So, like I said, I'm not a huge YouTuber. However, I like to watch things like Dr. Pimple Popper.
My son will watch that. But
I love it. I love it. So that's my quote unquote weird thing is
that's considered ASMR too, right?
It's not sensory though.
Is it?
Sometimes it is sensory.
No.
Depending on what it is. I don't know what that is.
I have never understood the fascination with watching people bust blackheads.
But even before it was a show, I liked it.
Tiffany, just in case you need somebody else, there is a Vietnamese day spa that posts videos every day, give you your heart's content of just.
Do you subscribe to that too?
I do.
So you're a Pimple Popper watcher, also, Sam.
I am. On occasions, I've seen blackhead extractions on many occasions.
Because it's it's just the relief. It's coming out.
And then some of them have on their nail, they'll have a glove on that has their logo on it. So you can constantly be reminded of who was doing this.
Oh my God, that's crazy. to like see something and just like see it come up. Oh.
Yes,
That is
because
the-
it feels like it's just satisfying for those for that person that's there. Because I know it's painful sitting up under your skin.
How does one get in? How did you fall into that rabbit hole, Dr. Williams?
You're asking. He's asking questions.
I think just growing up, like my family, like I don't know, we just always like could like to like pop pimples.
You're a family of pimple poppers.
We've
been popping pimples since the 80s.
Legit. But yeah, so just as a family, we like to do it, and then of course it's like just pimples, but then just
family, wait a minute. As a family, we like to do
we
it.
sat around and was like
At the dinner table, like, oh, come here, let me pop this pimples.
Let me see what pimple you. But like somebody here one, it's like, ooh, let me get that, So, but on Dr. Pimple Popper,
oh, that's a good one.
All sorts of things, like
Dr. Pimple Popper is a woman.
Yes, a little Asian woman.
Oh, I always thought it was a man for some reason. Maybe that's Dr. Miami I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that's Dr. Miami. Yeah.
Dr. Miami's a man?
Yeah, she's a little short Asian woman. Sandra Lee. But it's amazing. Like it's almost sad though. Like some of the things that people got to deal with. I'm like,
yeah. I saw this one episode. This lady had like these horns on her head. It was just it was like, it was very, but to be relieved of that stuff is probably,
and
very, very
people, like especially like people with melanin, like sometimes their stuff comes out like dark, like some of it is like you know what I mean, like because it like takes on
like,
the color
like blackheads.
Yeah, but like bigger than just like,
do white people get blackheads?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm totally like a I don't know.
Are they whiteheads?
It's not whiteheads and blackheads are two different things.
Right. Because whiteheads are pus.
What are they called?
This is a very disgusting conversation.
It's a common thing that people have, not polyps, but I don't know why they look it up. But yeah, people have all sorts of things hanging from them. She got to cut off. But yeah, sometimes it stinks. She'll be like, it's like when it comes out, it stinks.
And I literally watched the videos looking like this the whole time.
That's looking at y'all right now. Like I'm looking at y'all like that right now.
Yeah. So that's my thing.
Oh my God.
Pretty much watch that, or I watch like home improvement stuff, but that's not really weird. But your turn.
I thought my watching 1980s wrestling videos was bad. This that y'all are talking about. This my stuff don't hold a candle to that. Like I like to watch the Four Horsemen and
man, those were the days.
Hulk Hogan and those old wrestling matches. That doesn't hold a candle to the stuff that y'all are talking about. Just
watch an episode.
No, I can't. I tried to watch that Dr. Pimple Popper one time. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. Like it was so disgusting to me. It was so disgusting. If you aren't
oddly intrigued by it, then it's not for you.
Right?
No, it's not for me. It is not for me.
Because you can be both disgusted and intrigued. Mm-hmm. Like what's going to happen next? I wonder what's going to come out at the end. Because that's really the what's going to come out at the end.
Or have you seen videos of people getting the wax, like getting their ears?
The wax extraction. Oh yeah, those are not. I can't do wax extraction.
The amount of wax some people have in their ears.
I can't watch those.
I'll say this. I'll say this. I, in full disclosure, I am a heavy earwax producer. So one time I had to go to the doctor and he had to extract some wax out of my ears. But like they had to flush the joint out. They put the water in there and he had the bowl sitting right there. Mm-hmm. Then you tilt your head to the side and you can feel the wax like softening up in your ear. And then you tilt it and that joint just falls out. And
you felt like a new person when it was.
I felt like I could hear. I actually did. I definitely did. I was like, huh.
Those birds chirping? Is that a cricket?
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to watch a video of that. I don't think so.
I think it's just the relief of it. It's like, it came out. It's like,
yeah. It's the end. The end is what. It's like porn. The end is what you.
About to say, sounds like we're talking about something totally different. This doesn't sound like. Sounds like the conversation has switched a little bit.
Oh my goodness! You want to see what you want to see what the end's going to be.
Right. I don't.
Like they play with it afterwards. They're like, "Oh, that was in my arm."
What are you talking about? What do you mean? There's no way I'm going to have a blackhead to come out and play with.
No, it's more than a blackhead. Like we're talking about beyond blackheads over here.
You like moving like mass, like cis, and all types of things.
Yeah.
Anywho,
sometimes they're like they just pop out. Like she was just,
and she goes, "Whoa!"
I'm cool.
It surprises me every time.
And sometimes they just ooze out.
I'm so cool. I'm so I say this every single day. If I don't type it, I think it. Sometimes I type it and I erase it before I push send. The internet is a strange place, man. The internet is a strange place. Who would have ever thought 20 years ago that we would be watching people pop pimples and blackheads and
bring people together?
I don't think this is what Al Gore had in mind.
Neither did Beyonce.
Get connected with other ASMR folks.
Are you a commenter, Tiffany? No. Okay, you just watch. You're a lurker.
I am.
You're a lurker, huh? This is interesting. You never know. You never know what your friends are into. You never know.
I'll tell you about it like a triple popper. Come join me.
There's no shame. This is always a safe space, but you just never know what people are into.
I mean, my feed is popping with all types of
literally popping with pimples.
Yeah, that too.
It's literally popping.
Oh my goodness.
How do we get here? We were talking about spring cleaning and adulting. How do we get here? Is what I want to know.
Sam said she spent all day in the bed and was watching YouTube.
Oh yeah. That's how we got here. Yeah. And she's frozen again. And a part of adulting is having the ability to, I guess, find your joy. Find your joy. And I had to find a way to bring it all together at some point.
That's right.
And Sam apparently is fine. Sam, you're frozen. And Sam apparently is finding her joy through car detailing and grass cutting videos.
Yes. Extreme. It's got to be extreme though. It's not like just regular walking your lawnmower up and down the front of your yard. It's got to be extreme.
Got to be extreme.
So it's got to be. I need grass as tall as my head. Then I'm interested.
So the grass is at people's houses,
yes.
Or it's like, oh.
So if you see something on the thing that's like violation cut, that means that they were getting ready to get a violation from the city, and it's like I've got to save them. I gotta save them. I was like, yes, violation cut.
You won't get fined.
Blade Runner saved the day. Got it. Al Blades. I'm sorry. I don't know the name. I'm just learning. This is interesting. Again, you never know what your friends are into. It's pretty much all I got.
Something going on besides wrestling that we would be shocked to know.
We already know.
What? I'm trying to think.
You're the content creator, though. So you're creating the content.
I'm trying to think. Like when I don't watch, I don't really have like I don't know a lot of these things exist until like I hear these conversations. Like I would have never known that extreme grass cutting. I remember when Sam put the post up. I was thinking, what in the hell is she talking about? What is extreme grass cutting?
Hey, don't ruin my Friday night. It's a wrap. I got
oh my god!
Some Tito's. It's a wrap.
Because at one point it was Matlock on a Friday night for you, and now you've graduated.
Matlock comes on every night. Actually, I missed the episode of Matlock for the block party, but it's well worth it because the block party is most important.
Got it. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have any strange YouTube. Now Aisha, my wife, she is a. She's into.
Are you sure you can tell it so you don't get in trouble?
No, I'm not getting in trouble. She's into like the planner community. So she watches like people like doing their planners and creating their planners.
I thought you were saying planter.
Planner.
I can't get into it. I tried.
Yeah, like she's heavy into that, and sometimes like she'll just be washing dishes, and the planner videos will be playing. I really think it's ASMR for her. Like it's. I'm not gonna say too much, but I don't. That's her thing.
Buy a lot of like planners.
She buys the paper. We have like we get a shipment of paper that comes here every single day from the paper companies. There's a box of something, some sort of sticker, some sort of cloth paper binder, every single day. And yeah, that's our thing. I don't have a thing when it comes to like YouTube videos, but also like I'm not a visual type of YouTube person. Like again, I'm always audio, so I'm an audiobook listener. I'm a podcast listener. I don't watch podcasts for the most part. Because like watching a YouTube video is a lot of times it's a waste of time to me because I feel like I could be doing so much more with that time. So I'd rather just listen to the content as opposed to like sitting down and watching it. Like I can't watch Drink Champs for 3 hours. I can't just sit there and watch a 3-hour podcast. I just can't do it. But I can listen while I'm driving and stuff like that. But just visually, I don't know. I don't really get into a lot of stuff like that.
Here's some both. Because I like TV.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like podcasts.
Speaking of TV, what are y'all watching? Are y'all watching anything good right now?
What am I watching? So I'm weird. This is another weird thing about me. Is, like when I just need something, like I just go and just watch reruns of Insecure. So like at the end of the day, I'm just like getting ready for bed or whatever. And there's like nothing that I have to like. I'm like, I gotta catch you on. I just go back and watch old episodes of Insecure.
And that's different. I'm not gonna say that's weird, but it's a little bit different because Insecure is a newer show.
It is, yeah.
You know what I mean? Normally people do that, like like Sam watches Matlock. Like Insecure is a newer show, so you don't really hear about people who at least I don't like watch newer shows.
But I also heard that because I'm a person like I can watch the same thing over and over again. Like that doesn't bother me. Like on Bravo, they'll just keep repeating the same shows like over the weekend. But I read somewhere they said like people who do that like must have anxiety or something like that, right? Because then like what's gonna happen, but I don't think I'm an anxious person, but maybe I am. I don't know. But yeah, so you either watch a reruns of Insecure or Family Feud comes. Family Feud.
With Steve Harvey.
Wait, Steve Harvey Family Feud? Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Especially if I'm up late at night and I'm like nothing's on, I can always depend on Family Feud. Family Feud and America Says. Those are my shows.
Do you? This is again taking a whole nother spin because you don't know what your friends are into. Do you have to sleep with the TV on?
No.
Okay. Because hold on thought. I'm a firm believer that people who sleep with the TV on are psychopaths. Including the woman that I'm married to. And I tell her this all the time. If you have to sleep with the TV on, 9 times out of 10, you're a psychopath.
Well, you put yourself in danger every night.
Every single night, my life is in her hands. Every single night. Every single night.
There were Lifetime movies with worse plots.
Now she has to go to sleep. Now, preferably, she goes to sleep to stand-up comedy. So she will go to Netflix and find like an obscure stand-up comedy, like Lavelle Crawford, who I don't think is funny, or he's not, or like the Cat Williams, the old Cat Williams. That's his whole shtick. Like, and he's been doing that for 20 years. Like, come on, bro. Like, just how often can you do that? Okay, so I don't want to miss where we were. So TV, you're watching Insecure and Family Feud. Sam, what are you watching?
This is just thing in the background. I don't have a like show
You
currently.
don't have any show. What about This Is Us? You just finished This Is Us.
Oh yeah, I just finished it, which it was too much. Like
right.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Right.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, I don't watch any new shows. I don't watch anything that comes out. If it hasn't been out for 5 years, I'm not watching it. So I am like, I'll watch. You want to
tell us why? Is that
I just don't, because see, like when you're watching TV like now, it's like it's like, what's the point? These plots they're crazy. Anywho,
but This Is Us was like written so well.
This Is Us is the greatest network TV show ever created, in my opinion. I don't think anything ever on network TV is better than This Is Us ever. Sam's frozen again. Let's go to the comments. Okay, Sam, you're frozen again. Barrington asks, is there an IG page? Barrington, yes, we are on Facebook. Find us on Facebook. Just search Black People Parenting. We do have an Instagram too, Black People Parenting, but the actual group is on Facebook, Black People Parenting. In terms of me, Tiff, I'm a This Is Us fanatic. I think, again, it's the best show, network television show ever created. I'm also watching, we just finished the HBO show We Own This City. Have you heard of that?
I have heard of it. I haven't watched it.
It was a really good show. It's similar to, did you watch The Wire?
The Wire. I know The Wire is your favorite show of all time.
It is the greatest show of all time. Not just my favorite. It is the greatest show of all time. It is very similar to The Wire. Has a lot of the cast members. It's set in Baltimore. Same creators, some of the same writers. But We Own This City is a great it was a good show. Sam, are you back?
I think so.
Okay. So
somebody's on the internet and they just need to chill out. Stop streaming. Whoever's streaming, just get off my internet.
Stop playing Fortnite and just relax.
I paid too much for this. I paid too much. That's ridiculous. All I asked for is an hour. All I
can never get it. What else am I watching?
I heard you say this on We Own the City.
Yes.
Yeah, Darian was watching that.
What do you think about it?
Show.
What do you think? So
I don't know.
Let me ask this. So this is interesting. So do y'all have shows that y'all watch together?
We watch. So we'll watch Power together.
Boo.
And I know, right? We'll watch that together. Catch that on Sunday morning. Don't ask me how. But yeah, but I think that's really the only show that we watched. And then we watched, of course, Sons. So that the last show that I watched faithfully was Sons of Anarchy. And that was like, I caught that every single week. Which I don't know how their shows ended up being. Like they went from 30 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour 15 to an hour and a half.
It definitely did.
Sons was crazy. Sons, the last show, man, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Jack side, that was it.
Sons of Anarchy is in my top 3 of all times.
Oh yeah. You can't. I don't think you can beat that one. But since then, I don't think I've ever like watched consistently a show. So, but yeah, we'll watch Sons, and he watches Mayans now, but Mayans is not. It doesn't give me the feels.
Nah, it ain't Sons vibes.
No, they tried.
I need to get back to Mayans. I think I've caught maybe the first 2 seasons, and I think they've probably had 2 more seasons since then.
Yeah,
I hate to hear that.
I mean, he probably likes it, but I just don't do it.
Yeah, like shows like that, I think they're good just to kind of give you a feel of like the original show. Like we watched Better Call Saul, which is a spinoff of Breaking Bad. Which it's a great show though. It's a very great show. But it also gives you the LeVar Burton is in that show. But it also gives you the feel of Breaking Bad and kind of helps you put those things together. That you might be missing. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you might be missing something from a show, and you kind of want that nostalgia, and you can go to this show and get it. Like I didn't watch Power or the other joint, the Tommy joint, but I did watch Raising Cain. I thought Raising Cain was very good.
Yeah, because that was a whole different story, though. That was like a whole different. That was just completely, it was a different era. It's like kind of like BMF. It was like a different era. It was just like you felt it. But you know what? I'm just gonna be honest and transparent, and I'm just gonna let you guys know that really the only thing I watch on TV right now, outside of Matlock and maybe Murder She Wrote, I have the letters N, C, I, and S in it, and I don't care what city they in. They can be in DC, they can be in LA, they can be in. They can be where's the other one? New Orleans.
Can we take a pause for the calls really quick? Can we take a pause for the calls because you glossed over something, and I want to be sure that we address it. You're watching Murder She Wrote in the year 2022.
Angela
let's not gloss over that.
Wait a minute.
Murder She Wrote was born in 1983 when my grandma used to watch.
Right.
So I can imagine trying to sit through episode now.
What we're not getting ready to do is play one Angela Lansbury. We're not gonna play her. We're not gonna play Angela.
That joint was born in 85.
Murder She Wrote is lit.
It could be good now.
Y'all gotta pay attention. Murder She Wrote is lit.
There is no way on God's green earth.
It won't even clear.
No. Out of all of the things, we're in a world where we have streaming, we've got Fire Sticks, we've got Roku, we've got YouTube, we've got Apple TV.
And I bet you can find Murder She Wrote on all of those.
Why would you want to is the question. Why?
Oh my goodness. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I mean, I try to tell y'all the truth. We're talking amongst friends. There's nobody here. We're talking amongst friends.
It's just us. It's just us.
Just let me be.
It's really just us. But Matlock, okay, cool. But Murder She Wrote?
Matlock, yeah. I would watch Matlock. Like, I don't care how many episodes. I don't care how many times I saw the episode.
There is no way on God's green earth that I'm going to spend 48 minutes of my day watching Murder She Wrote. As a child, it was torturous. Do you understand me?
Okay.
We used to go to my grandma's house for the summer. And this is how things stick with me like this.
Yeah.
And Murder She Wrote used to come on CBS. First of all, nobody watched CBS in the 80s. There was nothing good. No, they didn't.
What?
There was nothing good ever on CBS in the 80s. Ever.
Oh my God. First of all, that's where the real stories came on. That's where Young and the Restless was. That's where As the World was. Come on.
Days of Our Lives wasn't on CBS.
Guiding Light.
No, Days of Our Lives was not on CBS.
We watched
Days of Our Lives on NBC.
I was a lady. Guiding Light. Josh and Reba. Come on.
Bo and Hope. You got Bo and Hope.
I don't even know who they are. Who is Bo? Who is Hope?
Listen, you gotta do the knowledge on Bo and Hope. You gotta do the knowledge on Bo and Hope. I'm trying to tell you. If you don't know about Bo and Hope, like I don't know what to tell you. You just your whole childhood.
Y'all messed up. General Hospital.
Luke and Laura on General Hospital.
Victor Newman. CBS. Victor Newman. No. CBS had Victor Newman. Come on. Sweet Vic Willie. Y'all remember when whatchamacallit used to do the synopsis on the radio?
Oh, the black dude. I can't think of his name. Yes. The black dude. Yeah. I do remember that. On Tom Jones show.
Oh my goodness.
On the Tom Jones show.
Sweet Vic Willie. Oh my God. That. Anywho.
Days of Our Lives has been my favorite.
They didn't do that for General.
No, they didn't.
Forever.
Like sands in the hourglass. These are the days.
That's Days of Our Lives. These are the days. That's it. Listen.
Oh my goodness.
Listen. Days of Our Lives raised me. Do you hear me? Like raised me. Like one of my wife's friends still watches Days to this day, and like has been a
so you were raised by Karen and Chad. I was raised by Days of Our Lives.
Right. Yeah. One of Aisha's friends still watches Days of Our Lives to this day. And every couple of months, I'll check in with her to see I don't watch it now, but some of the same, of course, like Jackie Harry is on there now, but some of the same storylines from 25 years ago are still going on now. Right? Like,
yeah.
You roll on a soap opera as an actress like you.
Right. You never die.
Right.
Right.
That's the only job she ever had her whole life.
Is she dead? She alive?
Ever.
Okay, she's alive. Is she still on the show? She's still on All My Children? All My Children don't come on.
She's alive.
Yeah, don't come on anymore.
All My Children doesn't. Only General Hospital on ABC, right?
Yeah, only General Hospital still come on. My sister watched General Hospital.
So General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, and Young and the Restless still comes on, or no?
I have no idea.
Or Guiding Light still comes on. Guiding Light don't come on.
Yeah, why not? Yes. Guiding Light don't come on no more. Young and the Restless
that's
and
Victor
the Bold
Newman.
and the Beautiful come on. Yeah.
Bold and the Beautiful still comes on?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Okay. Well,
Brooke's still hoeing. Brooke been a hoe since 87.
Brooke. Brooke's still hoeing. Oh my God.
Brooke doggone Logan.
Brooke is still hoeing.
Oh. Thorn out here with she don't went through the brothers, Ridge and Thorn. Both of them.
One thing about Brooke, she gonna be hoeing now.
She gonna be hoeing.
She gonna be hoeing. All right, y'all. Well, let's wrap this block party up. It has been an interesting show. This is again
revelation.
The theme of you never know what your friends are into. Like you all would never know that I was a Days of Our Lives aficionado. Like anything that happened on Days of Our Lives from 92 until 2000, I can have a full conversation with you about it. Easy.
Some soap trivia.
Easy.
We should have a trivia game night.
We should have a game night. We can do that. Let's do that. We should plan that. A Black people parenting game night. All right. Any closing words that you want to leave with the folks before we step off?
I do. I just want to remind everyone. Hopefully, I don't freeze while I'm saying this.
Right.
Please register for the Black People Parenting Legacy, Leadership, and Liberty Conference. All online. Go to Eventbrite, log in. I think I got it wrong. Liberty, Leadership, and Legacy. Liberty, Leadership, and Legacy.
Mm-hmm. Which is
June 18th, 11 a.m.
Yep. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's absolutely free. We want to make sure everybody's there. We've got some dope speakers lined up. I've confirmed some speakers, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. So, Tiff, you got anything?
Just be safe, y'all. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Omicron out there. That iOS 15.2.1.
Be safe. Yeah. Find some joy, even if that's watching people pop pimples. Like whatever your joy is, find it.
Please I like how you spun that. I definitely like how you spun that. It's not how it started, but I
that's how you finish. So
right, and it's funny that you said that because I put that post in the BPP group about finding joy in small things the other day,
and you need 30 minutes.
It's not where I expected it to go, but
watch Dr. Cookie Papa or my feet are killing me. That's the nasty one too.
My feet are. I've seen like a preview for that. That's what people with bad feet.
Yeah.
People who have like
all sorts of feet.
What is it, Tiff?
It's just all sorts of foot issues that people
like fungus and gout.
It could be like fungus, gout. It could be their toes are bunions.
Nah, I'm super cool on that. Like,
I don't watch that one.
I mean, the more you know.
Right.
People out here suffering, y'all. So
suffering from bad feet, pimples, and blackheads, and violation in their grass.
And violation cuts.
Violation cuts. All right.
Count your blessings. So Al Blaze come and save you from a fine.
Yes.
It's a wrap.
We tighten it up.
Right. Okay. Well, we've at our time. We're at our time. We are. This has been a very interesting day. All right, y'all. Like Sam said, don't forget to register for the conference. Don't forget subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Show us all the love that you could possibly show us, and we will holler at y'all next week inside of the Black People Parenting Podcast. What is this? No, not podcast. What is it? Block Party. Yeah.
Block Party.
We'll see you next week inside of the Black People Parenting Block Party. Peace.
Bye.